Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tuesday edition of Video Clips. And before I get into today's topic, just a couple things I want to remind you about. The first thing is there's only 2 weeks before the first of the Food Over Medicine license training programs, and the end of July, July 31st, is the last opportunity to save over 50% off. It's our intro offer for this new program. So if you've been thinking that you would like to be in a business where you use a food-forward approach to helping people regain your health, we're going to be offering this for a long, long time, but we're only going to be offering it at this current price until the end of July. Now, we do have 2 trainings coming up, one in July, one in August. So if you're interested in this, or you've participated in one of our sessions and you're thinking of doing it, now is the time to actually do it. Okay, so my email address is pampopper@msn.com. The other thing I want to remind everybody about, our next dinner at Wellness Forum is on August 2nd. It's a Tuesday night. We do free dinners every few weeks. You can come and bring a guest, and I do a lecture and interactive Q&A. So delicious food and lots of good conversation about health, and it's free. So that's on August 2nd. Another thing I'll let you know about is at our yoga studio, our hot yoga studio, we're going to take, starting in August, our Friday night class and turn it into a yin yoga class. It'll be an hour long with refreshments afterwards. And if you'd like to try it for free, we'd love to have you join us. And you can do that by sending me an email at pampopper@msn.com. And last but not least, some of you have written to me, you've been buying our food products and you love the morning smoothie. I do too. I've been doing it for years. And I think that and what I'm going to talk about today, and a whole lot of other things, are what's kept me going at this crazy pace. I've been working for 2.5 years, and I show no signs of stopping, and I'm not even tired, right? So you can be an Energizer Bunny too, doing some of the things that I do. So what I want to talk about today is spirituality. And it might seem like an unusual topic, but I think you'll understand why I want to talk about it. So first of all, let's define this. According to the International Consensus Conference on Spiritual Care in Healthcare, spirituality is defined as, quote, the way individuals seek ultimate meaning, purpose, connection, value, or transcendence. This can include organized religion, but also goes beyond religion and also includes ways of finding ultimate meaning by connecting to family or community or nature. Many studies have shown a link between spirituality and health outcomes, particularly cancer patients. Even the National Institutes of Health acknowledges the importance of spirituality and coping with cancer and improving outcomes for patients. A recent meta-analysis conducted by researchers at Harvard University concurs. The research was conducted by a group of 27 experts who had a diversity of spiritual or religious views. Some of them were atheists, some defined themselves as spiritual but not religious, and the rest represented Muslim, Catholic, various Christian denominations, and Hindu religions. Now, the only reason I tell you this is that it's important in order to avoid something called confirmation bias, or the tendency to find what you're looking for. In this case, for example, a very religious person or group of persons finding studies that confirm their view about the importance of spirituality. So the diversity of the group, I think, was worth noting. The group identified and analyzed the highest quality research concerning the connection between spirituality, serious illness, and health outcomes, published between January 2020 and April 2022. What astounded me is the sheer number of studies they had to choose from, 8,946. So there's a lot of interest in this topic, and that usually means there's something to it. They selected 586 of the highest quality studies to include in the analysis, and here's what they found. Quote, for healthy people, spiritual community participation, as exemplified by religious service attendance, is associated with healthier lives, including greater longevity, less depression and suicide, and less substance abuse. For many patients, spirituality is important and influences key outcomes in illness, such as quality of life and medical care decisions. Consensus implications included incorporating considerations of spirituality as part of patient-centered healthcare, and increasing awareness among clinicians and health professionals about the protective benefits of spiritual community participation. The group concluded that the simple act of asking about a patient's spirituality can and should be part of patient-centered, value-sensitive care, and that, quote, Overlooking spirituality leaves patients feeling disconnected from the healthcare system and clinicians trying to care for them. Integrating spirituality into healthcare can help each person have a better chance of reaching complete well-being and their highest attainable standard of health. Well, here's my follow-up to that. The events of the past 2.5 years have taken a big toll on everyone. Many healthy people became less healthy. Many sick people deteriorated significantly. Most know they should eat better and start moving. But there's more to achieving a healthy, happy life than diet and exercise. And that's coming from somebody who spends a lot of time every week on diet and exercise. Finding meaning and connection in life is equally important. And this is illustrated by extensive studies on the blue zones, where people live the longest, and the stories of cancer patients included in Kelly Turner's study, Radical Remission, the book. So in your journey to health, you might want to consider the role of spirituality and connection. It's something I pay a lot more attention to now than ever. I think it is just as important as what I eat and drink and the amount of exercise that I get weekly. I even have a name for it. I call it Doing Life with God and People, and I recommend it highly. So this is the time, there's a saying, you never let a good crisis go to waste. And it's been used a lot of times for nefarious purposes. But how about we use it for a good purpose? We've had this horrific crisis that's caused a lot of worsening health in a lot of people. Why don't we use this crisis to get in better health than you even were before this all started, right? And you might look back at some point in time and say that was an awful thing to live through, but wow, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. And I might not, if I didn't bottom out and then start coming back up, maybe I never would have done this. So anyway, recommend it all highly. You have to pay attention to all of the aspects of your life. It's not a good idea to compartmentalize and to only focus on the physical. There's just a whole lot more to humans and human life on this planet, and how we fit in with the entire scheme of things than just food and exercise and water. So anyway, I hope that that's helpful, a little bit inspirational. As usual, pass this on to anybody who you think would enjoy watching it and learn from it. And I'll be back to you tomorrow with more news.